Hey there guys, Milky Starcraft here. It's gonna be a game between IMLosirA and LiquidHuK, and they're gonna be chatting a bit, talking about GSL and all that shenanigans, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. And alright, see you later. No, I'm just kidding guys, but this is gonna be an interesting game between these two very good players, and they're just, they're just they're just talking about stuff, about the qualifiers and all that kind of shenanigans, and it's not really going to do much. As you can see, I am on faster, but it looks like slow motion. We're going to see very standard timing from HuK again, going 9 pylon and all that stuff, all that nice stuff we like to hear about pylons and probes. So pylon's almost finishing, and I did do the extractor trick from LiquidHuK here. Very nice. LiquidHuK. I'm just gonna call him LiquidHuK because there is a very confusing calling people LiquidHuK. And they also have the Hydra thing as well. So they're still talking. Actually, there's quite a lot of chatting going on. Once again, this is BNet. It's not from any tournament or anything. We're gonna see some speedlings probably coming up from LiquidHuK coming down from yeah. So it's just gonna be some. You can see the early gas being taken, so that obviously must mean he's going for the pool right now. Yeah, there we go. And we're actually seeing it on the 13 mark here, so that means he'll also go for an expansion as well. So it is going to be the pool before expansion rather than the pool after expansion, because there's those two as well. So let us see what HuK is doing. He's just gonna get this gateway. Nothing too fancy going on for HuK because that's Protoss. Very early stage of the game. You can't really say much about him. But yes, so I did watch GSL. Actually, it's quite interesting to watch. I watched the finals and the when they had to choose all the the opponents and everything for the next season, which is in May, all the way in May. So it's a month away around. So quite interesting, and the finals were quite nice. Actually, it was with I'm MVP. Teammate of LiquidHuK, actually, as you can see, he's also part of clan I am. So pretty good there. So we're gonna see a wall off from HuK, a very nice wall off for getting that zealot out. Not chrono boosting it out though. I think the timing should be perfect in terms of it just takes 38 seconds, and the that takes 50, so it's not perfect. It won't finish perfectly on time, but we're gonna see some drilling out. Funnily enough, he's not actually gone for the expansion. He's not put a single guy on the gas. Actually, it's just quite interesting. No, I'm not sure why. He's actually scouting around, but he hasn't put anyone on the gas. And there you go. There goes the expansion finally coming down from LiquidHuK, and still no one on the gas. So it doesn't look like he wants to. No, he's already. Oh, okay. I see. He got enough gas for the metabolic boost, so that's not too bad. He favors more minerals, and he always doesn't want to take up anytime soon. But he will just get some more minerals. Then he will gain map control with speedlings, and he'll also be able to drone up a lot. So that's a pretty good idea from LiquidHuK there, going for some 3 gateways. You might see that 3-gate robo. Unless we do see a 4th gate coming out, then it is a 4-gate. So let us see what's this probe gonna build. What's he gonna build? And he's not even gonna build anything. He's gonna go. Oh, he might actually secure an expansion. Oh no, he might actually wall off this area, securing an expansion. That's what we might see, because there's really no reason to get that pylon otherwise. And we're seeing some gateway. He is doing that gather trick, which is pretty interesting actually. So it's still 3 gates. So we're still on 3 gates at the moment, and as you can see, trying to deny the scout here. Gonna spread some creep, get the screen along as well. So pretty good. It needs to spawn some larvae. They're still not getting that gas roll, and my voice also went retarded at that moment. We do have a stalker sentry and a zealot. Looks like he's going to favor for some sentry action here. Might see a sentry stalker coming up from HuK. And here we go. Warp gate is now done. We are finished. We should be seeing these warp gates being made. Sure, just yawning for a moment, and we're gonna see. Might see us journeying run by here, but these sentries, very powerful as they are, going to be able to force field them off, and we should be seeing LiquidHuK just droning up. So okay, it's bot blocked. He needs to get a pylon down immediately, as soon as possible. Here comes a pylon, and here comes the Zerglings, and they're actually gonna attack the Nexus here. And yeah, this looks like Husk's gonna engage some random force field. Not quite sure why that was all about. Sorry, what that was all about. But could it didn't have to do that. He's going for roaches. I wouldn't really go roaches if he is going for this immensely large sentry build. Go for a mutas. Actually, mutas are perfect against this kind of build because, as you know, mutas already, they do a lot of damage to sentries since sentries can't really do much damage to mutas, whereas the mutas can do a lot of damage against sentries. It's ridiculous, and yeah, that's really the reason why you should be getting those mutas instead. But I don't know. I'm not quite too sure about it. Oh, he hasn't even teched up, so no way is he gonna be able to get mutas in time. Although I feel like he should have teched up in the first place, because that would have been a lot more beneficial to him in terms of this build order that Huck is doing. So 7 roaches are popping up soon, so that's what we should be seeing coming out. So now he's on 4 gateways. So we might. So this basically is a 4 gate from Huck, except it's not like that all-in style 4 gate. As you can see, he does have 2 bases, so this is not that kind of 4 gate that people gets annoyed out of, but this is just that normal 4 gate, just 4 gates, 4 gateways. Let's just say 4 warp gates, whatever you want to call them. Gonna spread some nice creep spreading so far from LiquidHuK, although once again I really do not think he should be getting those roaches. Very bad decision. Should have teched up earlier, should have gotten those mutas, then he would have been able to destroy this army here. Although yes, Zerglings will be blocked off by the sentries, but it's a lot better than just having roaches. Roaches are the worst unit to go against sentries. This is outright unbelievable. The force fields can completely just cut them in half. It's if you see a lot of games, Zerg versus Protoss, that's a humongous problem and humongous annoyance as well for many Protoss users, Zerg users, sorry. And we're seeing quite some high population here counts from these 2 players, but I must say Huck has a much better unit composition for this kind of against this kind of unit composition. So let's see a big engagement coming on here, but all it looks like, whoa, he canceled that. What the hell was that? I mean, whoa, we're seeing a lot of force field here. Should be pulling back those drones. Yeah, that's good stuff right there, pulling back those units, and really he can't do anything about it. He should be researching burrows or getting the lair tech, should be getting those mutas as soon as possible as well. Nice force field. See, this is the problem with force fields, like I said, and it's just going to be back and forth between these 2 players. LiquidHuK looks like he's in big trouble here, and it looks like the roaches are forced to move around. What are these guys doing? What's Huck doing? That's my question of the day. Wow, nice force field there. I'm still not quite sure what Huck is doing though. I think he wants to regenerate some of his energy. It looks like he's gonna send his force field. His roaches, sorry. Why am I saying? I just called the roaches force fields. Wow, that's amazing of me. And I don't know why he did that. I bet that was a mistake. Oh, look at that force field. Gonna just cut off these roaches from actually entering. Gonna be able to pick up maybe a few. And wow, look at that. Splitting those roaches in half. Not very nice. But LiquidHuK still has quite a large population cap, probably because of these immensely large amount of drones. It looks like Huck is even going to go for Immortals. Now going to transition into this Immortal build by the looks of it. Immortal Stalker, which is a brilliant idea actually, which is once again another reason why I shouldn't have gone roaches. Oh my goodness. Terrible idea. And looks like he's forced to use his drones now. Not too good. It's not going very well for LiquidHuK. Look at this. He's just trapped here. I would just rather just go around instead of just this kind of shields. And we should be seeing more shields coming out. Yeah, there's some more shields. Oh, I forgot to shield that little area. That's gonna disappear, and he's gonna be able to come up the ramp. Oh, he should be able to get that hatchery actually. Oh, he needs to pick that off. Oh, come on. Oh, Huck is not gonna pick that off. He doesn't look like he's gonna be able to do that. And send these sentries back. Although I feel like he could have actually picked that off, but doesn't look like he's going to do that. Let's see the units lost. Whoa, look at that immensely large amount of units lost for LiquidHuK. Not too good at all. Look at the population cost dropped immensely. So whoa, whoopsie daisies. You can see the army tab here, army supply, and it looks like LiquidHuK though has 2 more workers, which is very useful in this situation, as everyone does know. But his army is completely diminished, as you can see, so it doesn't look too good for LiquidHuK. Looks pretty good for Huck though. Going for a very, I love this style of play, going this forcing, well not forcing, but taking the other player's unit composition to his advantage. He saw us going roach. Okay, I don't know how, but somehow this build went perfect because of the fact that he went roaches instead of taking out to get that spire, and it went awesomely because of that. The one reason, and that's awesome. And I love this little 2 pylons here as well. Very nice placement. Going to get 2 more gates as well. She will all be on 6 gates, which is very typical. And it looks like he's actually going to go for the destructible rocks down here. Huck has not actually gone for that. Whoa, look at the unit counting station up here. Looks like the army is once again humongous. And whoa, here comes the big ball of Protoss coming from Huck. He's going to invade LiquidHuK here. Going to be doing a lot of damage here. Overseer is going to be made as well. Going to be sending that observer down as well. So this Overseer should be able to spot him on. He's got 2 queens here for some odd reason. There goes the Overseer, and we should be seeing some killing here. There we go. Not sure if they need 2 queens for that. Although I think that, yeah, he just made an extra queen. Oh, he's actually securing a 3rd. Not too bad there. But he is, in fact, very much behind of the army counting station. As you can see, you know, you call them the worker counting station. Oh, look at the amount of workers. There's a huge amount of workers for LiquidHuK in comparison. It looks like army is also catching up. Once again, though, LiquidHuK has a very horrible unit composition. Just going roaches, as you know, is really bad against immortals and stalkers. Especially he's going blink now as well, so this is going to be terrible for LiquidHuK. Looks like queen's coming out for the 3rd base, and Huck must have noticed the 3rd base, so he is in fact going to secure one himself, which is great for him. He doesn't actually need that queen because he does have the queen around here, unless he's, yeah, it looks like he's just going to use her to shit out some creep tumors. So that's pretty much what she's going to do, which is not a very nice life to have. Just crap on the ground, and you know, your work is done. So I wouldn't want to be that kind of a queen. Not already much of a queen now, is she? She's very sad queen. And here comes a huge battle here. Once again, I hate this unit composition. Oh my goodness, it's just being, oh, look at those force fields. Managed to pick off 2 roaches because of that, actually. And here comes this queen's random queen, frontline queen. Everyone's trying to protect her, and it looks like we're going to see another engagement. But Huck very nicely split the entire army in half. It looks like Huck is going to come out very nicely in this battle. As you can see, the Huck actually has less units. Actually, the unit counting station is dwindling for Huck. LiquidHuK has 1 less unit. Huck is now reinforcing. Should build a proxy pylon. Actually, wouldn't have been such a bad idea. But it looks like they're actually going to run by here, which is, I'm not quite sure what's wrong with LiquidHuK. He has lost his mind. But he is trying to do that, not intelligent at all, and it looks like he's burrowing, but there is an observer here, not too good. He does realize that, and he does try to run away, but nice force field there, trying to cut off those roaches from actually leaving, and yes, picking off those roaches very nicely. I think blink has been finished for these stalkers. Yes, there is blink, so he does have blink micro in his hands, very easy, and he does have sentries as well. Obviously, we were seeing a lot of force field action. Trying to do a run by here, by looks for Huck. Does have some stalkers out here. Hold on, yawning again. I'm sorry about that. But it does look like, oh, his army is actually going to come and try and steamroll here. But it looks like LiquidHuK is trying to do a run by. He's for some odd reason retreating his units, and auxiliary hatchery being cancelled once again, yet again for LiquidHuK, which is not too great. And need to get those immortals up front. Looks like this. Whoa, very nice blink there. I'm not quite sure if that was necessary though, because yeah, it wasn't really very necessary at all. Need some force fields though. That's what we need to see. More force fields. And it looks like LiquidHuK is losing a lot of units. But look at that beautiful micro from Huck there. Very nice. Very clean. Very cool. And it looks like LiquidHuK is basically lost everything. Look at that. 73 army supply. 25. Not too good. GG from LiquidHuK. Very nice game. Very intense game, exactly 20 minutes long, although you can't see the timer because I do have it covered with my logo of awesome, but it is exactly 20 minutes long, which is quite interesting. Very nice play from Huck. I loved his play from it was very cool. He took advantage to his roach build. Not sure why LiquidHuK kept it that way. He could have teched up to He did actually take up the lair, but I'm not sure why he didn't actually go for that spire or anything. He just went roach, 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 and that's not very nice of him. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.